All right, I've finally compiled the list of all the units that came out this year in chronological order. This is a bigger task than I thought it would be. I thought there would just be a wiki page that just had them all listed in release order, and no, I had to do a lot more deep dives than that. So let's get into the list. We'll talk about the units that came out, what they kind of did at the time of their release, people's reaction to them, how they impacted the meta. Let's start off with this list. So, do you guys remember the very first unit that came out in 2021? It was Nivlu. She came out January 6th. She was a great supporter when she came out. She added a lot of synergy to Frederica. So you had a nice little missile comp coming out, and then people were also excited to use her along with like 9S down the line. So she had her time to shine, but she did fall off fairly quickly. The next unit came out, Sakura. That's right. Sakura came out this year. I actually did not remember that. I thought she came out in 2020, but nope, she came out January 20th. She was pretty hyped because at the time we knew Final Fantasy X was coming, so we knew Yuna was going to be coming along, and they were a pretty decent pair. Um, she's a cost 70, so when we get her EX, you might actually see her jump to relevance again, but right now she can't take a hit in the current EX meta. Raldor, he came out February 3rd. You notice that? January we had 2 units? 2 weeks? Man, those were the days. Raldor kinda just didn't do much. I don't know if it was because at his time of release that we were, I think, 6, 7 weeks away from Final Fantasy X, so everyone was just clinging to that Visior to hold on. But EX Raldor, you never know what we might get with him. And then February 17th, we had our second wave of winter units, which was Venera and, of course, Victora. Venera, not bad, and now that they have their EX, they are much better, and especially with the recent Earth Surge that came out in the last couple months, Venera is somewhat usable again as a tank in those Earth compositions. Victora is fantastic unit. When she came out, she was really good, and even now with the water support that we have, she's insanely good. I love this unit. I don't regret pulling for her at all. She's been one of my best pickups of the year, I think. And then going into March 3rd, that's right, now we're into March already. We had Garvel. Garvel, for a 99, he still hits like a truck. His EX is actually kind of scary to think about what it could do, and it could make some Dark Boys teams relevant again, especially with us getting Kane EX in a month, maybe a month and a half from now. So yeah, he was really good. His TMR is really good, and he's still not bad. Alongside Garvel came Elsorel. She's my favorite unit in the game. Not my favorite version of her, but she was light, so same thing with Sakura. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Elsorel's a tank. Yuna, Sakura, like this is gonna be great." She was good when she came out. Not anymore, but she was good. And then we hit Final Fantasy X. So Titus was the free unit, so obviously everyone who was playing at the time got him. He's still a really good unit, and at the time he was an absolute beast of a unit, especially considering it was free. But you know there was only two 120s at the time that he came out with him and Yuna. So Titus still pretty good to this day. He's not like great, he's good. And then Yuna. This unit is exceptional. One of the best units of the entire year. Aeon Bond, Like, that's all you need to say. And then her TMR itself, like a heal with Protect and Shell, insane. She still is like really relevant and really good. Um, Probably the second best investment you could have made for the entire year. And then obviously the following year was, or following week was Oron. Um, he's still really strong. He's just not unique in any kind of way. Like he does damage. But a lot of other, like, look at Valric. Like him and Valric are pretty comparable. They're pretty much the same unit, but not saying that he was bad. He's good. He's still useful, so don't forget about him. And then we hit April 21st already. 9S and the second free unit of the year, and again, this was another banger. Like 9S is really good. The reflex on the androids is insane. His TMR is okay, but his skill set was really good. And then he has like Nightblade, so you can make him slasher instead of a piercer. Really good. And then, of course, he came with 2B. She's probably one of my favorite units in the game. She's got slashing, she's got pierce, she's got strike, she's evady as all hell. She pumps out the damage. Like, I love 2B. I think she's fantastic, and we'll probably see more of her once June comes out because they'll be buddies. And then we're into May 5th. We have King Mont. He was a unit I actually wasn't excited for, but I got him from those free pulls that we had, and he's actually like one of the best tanks in the game. Like, it's insane. He just gets the job done. He tanks, he takes hits, and he keeps the rest of your team from getting hit. So he does it very well. And then like his berserk is really good if you can get it to go off. So Mont was very good. Then following Mont on May 19th was Luel. Luel, for the units that we actually had to spend Viz on, was actually like one of the easier units to get the entire year because she came with like a 3-step 6k paid and you just got her. And we haven't seen that since, probably because they were like, oh wait, people actually would just take a free guaranteed unit. Not free, but a cheap guaranteed unit. So Luel kind of coming back again with that Earth Surge. I've seen some arena teams with like Oberon, Noctis, Zazen, Fred. I've seen her alongside those, so she's still holding her ground. This unit, Black Rose Helena, came out May 26th, and she's still one of the best units in the game, and she is everywhere. She is PvE, she is a Guild Wars, she is a class match, she is an arena, and she still gets the job done. A grossly overpowered unit. It was insane. And then in June, we are up to the 16th, we had Sweetheart Celir, which came with some controversy because she was censored, but I don't mind the model. I think it looks really good. She still gets the job done too. She's not like Helena level power, but if she goes up against some wind units, she just explodes them. So she might be coming back here pretty quick. And then June 23rd, we had our very first selection quest. So we got Camillo. You do the first one, you got him for free, and then you build him up. So Camillo's still pretty decent. Like, he's not an exceptional Dragoon. He's no Oberon or like Winter Luarth, that kind of level, but he's decent. And because he's technically free, you have to invest in a crap ton of MR units to get him, but good unit. Let's see, and now June 30th, Zazen the Unkillable. This guy came with some controversy too, from what I remember. Um, he's okay. Like he's really good in arena because when you only have to fight the once, so he can blow his fake death and courage, and then you got to kill him 3 times. But in a like a guild wars situation, he's good for one defense, and then that's about it. But he definitely has his home on the Earth parties that use him. For me, I don't really care for him. So that's the halfway point of the year. So we went from January to June. 18 units were released. For the rest of the year, we are at 33 units coming up. So get ready. There's a lot coming. Starting with July 7th, we got Corwell. He was a free unit. He was a handout. Everyone got him. You couldn't build him up to max completely free. You still had to get shards or hard quest him, something like that. But I haven't seen much of Corwell, so I think he kind of just was overshadowed by a lot of other units. And then the actual banner unit that came out with Corwell was Moore, and she's really strong. She doesn't get the recognition I feel she deserves, but she's an incredible tank. Like she doesn't take much magic damage, that's for sure. So keep that in mind for water comps if you're building them. She's pretty good. And then July 21st, we got our first ever wave of summer units. So we got Summer Lilith. I saw her briefly for a month or so, and I haven't really seen her since. So I don't know if just the other Earth units are better, if the other Ranger units are better, but haven't seen much from her. And then Summer Ketone, I never really saw anything from her, and I still don't see her to this day. So it seems like, again, that was another unit that just maybe got released too late. And then July 28th, we got our second selection quest unit. We got Moraga. He's really good. I haven't finished Earth. I haven't finished any selection quest, if we're being honest. I'm almost done light. I can't justify the resources to level up MR units. But Moraga is really strong. If you get him up to 120, he's really good. TMR is great, especially for like Summer Kill Fade too, who can utilize that. Yurma is probably another one, but he's pretty good. Then on the same day, we got Charlotte. Charlotte was really anticipated because we knew Final Fantasy VII was coming, so we knew that Cloud was going to have a tank. So everyone was like, oh, Cloud, Charlotte, and then, Freddy 9S. Personally, I feel Freddy is better with Cloud because he can both be sharpshoot, barrage, ranged assholes in the back row, but Charlotte's really good. She's still magic tanks really well. I'm actually currently using her this week in Arena, so she's still around. And then we got our second wave of summer units. We got Summer Kilfay. We were like, wow, this is awesome. Her TMR is really good. She's light, so she complements all that other light support we got. That Rob VC really came to light because of her. She hits like a truck, man. Just don't let her get hit. She needs a tank to save her. And then August 4th, we got Velric. Again, like I said, this is just Orin 2.0. That's pretty much what Velric is. But then, in August 18th, we got Wave 3 of the summer units, 1 week before Final Fantasy VII. Summer Elsorel, this is my favorite unit in the game. She was released, and she's really good, too. She's finicky to get to work properly, but she's really good. Now, Oh, this was the same day. Sorry, I put these in the wrong order. So, should have been Lemire first because she was a free unit. She was a handout, same as Corwell. You couldn't max them, but mine's almost 99. I think I'm like 20 shards away. So she's okay. She kind of fills a role on dart comps that they didn't have with the white mage, but nothing exceptional. And then we had our selection quest on August 25th. Gargus came out. He's really good. He's got some partners to play with now. Halloween Leela EX. So that one, really good. He's a good unit. He's another one of those. He's not like exceptional, but he's good. But you remember what else came out on August 25th? Final Fantasy VII, and Tifa was the free handout unit to everyone, and she's really good. She's still really good. She's going to be even better with Joom, Tubi. That's a good pairing. She's quick. She's semi-evady, and just probably one of the best strike units in the game. So she can go and just destroy some tanks. And then we got the big boy Cloud. This guy was so hyped, so anticipated, and he did not let down. He is on-demand tank buster, Imperil Slash. He can paralyze. Damage is insane. Then he's got Ranger for Sharpshoot Barrage. He's one of the best units of the year. Absolutely insane unit, and everyone who got him, I don't think you'll find anyone who's like, oh man, I shouldn't have pulled for Cloud. Like he's damn good. Then next week we're into September now, September 1st. We got Aerith. Aerith is really good. She is just very difficult to tune because her skills are so finicky, but you will probably be seeing more of her in a couple months. Team I've been thinking of is Aerith, Celeste, and Alstoria. So that's going to be a really good water comp. So I'm excited for that one. And then alongside Aerith, we had Barrett. Barrett, honestly, I think might be one of the worst 120s of the year. He just doesn't do much. Like, I don't know. I've watched videos on him, watched reviews, and he's just not there. He's just not it. Sorry for the Barrett fans, but he didn't get it done. September 8th, we got the Royal Dress Up Glaciella. Personally, I don't have this unit, so I haven't used her firsthand, so I don't know how good she is, but from what I've seen, she explodes my parties if you let her go off in arena. So I'm gonna say she's pretty good. Especially looking that she's got White Mage as a sub. Oh boy. And now the hell streak continued. We're at September 22nd. Lara Croft came out. This is one that we knew was coming out ahead of time, so we were kind of prepared for it. This might be one of my regret pickups of the year. She's not exceptional at anything. She's a complementary dual gunner and water unit. She's evady, she's got like multi-hit shots, but eh. And then September 29th, we had our Lightning Selection Quest Velne. I haven't seen anything on her, so it looks like she might not be good. I've not tried to level her up or attempt to use her, so I can't fully say. But this was the big unit that came out on the 29th, Starlight Helena. This is probably another one of the most broken units of the year. Light element, magic slasher with Kodadama and Rune Knight sub. She's really good. She hits like a truck. She has courage. She's evady as all hell. She's got buffs for the team for attack and magic. Slash resist buffs. Like she's so good. I don't regret the trials and tribulation I had to go through to get her at all. I absolutely love Helena. And then October 13th, we got Jaden Rundall. Really hyped unit. Really strong missile unit, but he does have some weaknesses. He has to have a tank, because if anyone goes to attack him, he just dies. Um, I have him, but I only have him at 89, so I haven't got to fully try him out yet. It seems like of the more recent 100 cost units, he's actually one that kind of is less relevant. I see a lot more Elena and Oberon than I do Jaden. And then October 20th, we got Varouche, a magic samurai. Again, he's a unit I don't have max, so I haven't got to use him out, but I saw Diggs fail to kill Orin with him, so maybe he's not good. I'm just joking. On He's looking at his jobs, he looks like he's good, but he might be another one of those like really finicky tweaking units to get working like efficiently. And then this is when I started getting really mad at the game. October 27th, Halloween Frederica came out. She came out with the Halloween units that didn't have their own banners. Was not happy. I think got the gauge up to 70%. I never pulled her before. I was just like, you know what? Enough chasing. This is dumb. I'm gonna start saving, being smart, planning for the future, and well, it's actually kind of paying off for me now. So, but yeah, I still have seen some Freddy. Not frequently, but I have seen them in arena. But that's about it. And we also got Lamaga, the Dark Selection Quest unit. Again, he's one I have not seen around or heard of anyone using. But apparently the Dark Selection Quest is really easy with like a 120 Shadow Links, so I might have to try that one out, just so I can say I finished a Selection Quest. Big boy, October 27th, Oberon. I don't have Oberon yet, so I can't personally speak for how good he is, but from my experiences of him obliterating me with, an entire map debuff and then jumping on my head and killing me, doing insane damage, he's pretty good. I feel like if I had him, I would probably have a greater appreciation for him, but I do respect him because I fear him for how strong he is. And then the final non-limited unit to date right now, November 17th, was Farm. I actually just picked her up like 2 days ago with that 2,000 paid select ticket. I picked her up because, not because I want to use her, but because I need the water mastery levels. But the unit herself, she actually looks pretty decent. Mine's like level 40, so I haven't got a chance to try her out. So I haven't seen any videos of her yet, but I feel like with Elstoria in the future, she might become a little more relevant. Now we're into Final Fantasy 15 on November 24th. We got Prompto for free. Prompto's decent. I'm not going to EX him. I have him at 99 and he's just going to stay there. But for those dark comps, getting him to 120, really good. Pretty good PvP unit because of all the statuses he has. Noctis. This is a unit I was going to skip, and then I got him from a ticket, so I felt like I should probably build him up, and he's only the second 120 Earth unit I have. The other one being Luel. TMR's not bad. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be. 5% feels like a lot less than I feel like it should be, but I guess if I just take the time to crunch numbers, I would have realized that. He's strange, man. Um, his attacks, he's got so many different typings, so many different ways to build him that it's hard to say, like, oh, he's good, he's bad, he's great, he's mediocre, because you can build him for so many different ways for what you need that he'll get the job done for whatever you want him to do. And then 11/24, so November 24th, Minwoo, the Fire Selection Quest. Can't say I know much about her. She just looks like a fire healer, and I've never seen her used yet. So I'd say like the jury's not out on her yet because she's only been out for 5-6 weeks. So still time for her, and who knows? Maybe with Terra coming in the future, maybe she finds a place. And then December 1st, we got Aranea, and I said I was going to skip the Final Fantasy 15 units, and then I got her on a ticket. That sound familiar? Yeah. So I ended up getting them all, and I didn't spend any viz to get them, which I'm really happy for, but I wasn't happy to build up units that I planned on skipping and just saving for something else. She's another unit I kept at 99. I don't think I'll EX her, but I think if I EX'd either Prompto or Aranea, I'd probably do Aranea first. She's pretty good. She's not Oberon level. To sum her up, she literally feels like a 90 cost Oberon. That's probably the best way I could describe her. And then on my birthday, December 15th, we got Lucio, the Warrior Crystal introduction unit, I guess you would call him. Um, right now, he's not great, but he's not done because as the stories come out for the Warriors of Crystal, you're gonna see him get stronger. He's gonna get more levels. He's gonna get stronger abilities. He's gonna get a limit break, and so down the line he is a very good unit, and especially another light unit. Free slashing light units are just insane right now. And also on the same day we got Winter Luartha. I didn't pull for her, so I don't have the unit. I can't say. Visually, she looks really good, but her voice is awful. My buddy who has her says that she's incredible because she can just throw that spear across enemies across the map and just one-shot them. So I'll take his word for it that she is pretty good, and again, with the wind support coming out, might be even better. And then we have December 22nd, we had Ibarra. Oh, I don't want to say she's bad because I don't think she's bad. I think she's just a PvP unit. Because of all the man killer that she has in her kit, I think she's a unit that you would get if you were a high-end PvPer. PvE, I can't say, so. Alright, the final unit that we got, Rafale, the Ice Selection unit. She looks really good. I did some digging into her. Like, she seemed really good, but I haven't got to try her out yet. I haven't even done the Ice Selection quest, so I technically don't even own her yet. But that's it. So that was the entire year. I'm going to give you my top 5 units of the year. This is my personal opinion because, as I said, I don't have some of these units. Noted Oberon, I think, would make this top 5 if I had him, but because I don't, I didn't include him because I didn't have that hands-on knowledge. But my number 5 unit for the year is 2B. I love 2B, and you consider she's one of the oldest EX units in the game, and she's still getting the job done. I love her evasion. I love her synergy with Tifa. I love how you can just make her pugilist, and then you got 2 winch strike units to pair together. Yeah, 2B, awesome. My number 4, Starlight Helena. My 3 and my 4, I had such a hard time deciding where to put them, but ultimately I put Helena at number 4 because she was a cost 100 unit. She was a lot harder to pull, so a lot less people have her, and so I feel like she's not as relevant just because of the volume of Helenas in the game, but she's damn good. I already went over that earlier. The number 3 that I was fighting with is Cloud. Cloud is a cost 90 who I would basically consider a cost 100. He's so good. Destroys tanks and he does damage and he's pretty AP efficient. He was probably one of the best pickups for anyone for the value of the Viz. So hopefully people got him because dang, he's good. Now, my number 2, and I would almost consider this 1B. Like, I want to put her at number 1, but I know she's not number 1. And that is Yuna. Again, Aeon Bond with the Energy Ray, AoE, LB, guaranteed hit skills coming out the wazoo. The TMR, so good. Yuna has been a thorn in so many people's side. Like, how many times have you hit a unit, Aeon Bond? You hit it, Aeon Bond. Hit it, Aeon Bond. And it just Aeon Bond after Aeon. And she just keeps doing it, and then she just goes Enhance Holy and kills you. Like, people have been there. I've been there too. But my number 1, what I think was the best unit of the year, and I don't think anyone would disagree, and I still haven't looked at some other people's lists of the year, but mine, Black Rose Helena. She was just insane. She's still so insane. She just hurts people. Like, that's the best way to put it. And she does it effectively, and she can do it in a group. Helena, best unit of the year, in my opinion. So, let me know what you guys think. What were your guys' top 5 of the year? Like I said, some units I didn't have, so I didn't have that first-hand knowledge, but I want to hear what you guys think, and oh man, I'm really looking forward to the year ahead. The Warrior of Crystals had me really excited, so hopefully the game keeps getting better because 2021, despite the frequency of units pumped out, was a very good year for the game. So you guys take it easy, and I will catch you in the next video.